everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? That'd be just swell. What have we got? What have we got? Christine, how are you doing? Steve-o. Mandy, the hat, the famous hat. I presume that means you can see me. That's not just force of nature, force of habit even. Force of nature is different, isn't it? Plot lost. My head's spinning, man. How am I feeling, Steve-o? How am I feeling? I am feeling ever so slightly knackered. But then I've done a proper good walk today. Proper good walk. Hang on, have I got everything? Yep. Steve-o, Helen, of course, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. Ruby Room. Tennis ball retrieval unit extraordinaire. Casper, how are you doing? You okay? A G&T. We can do it a G&T. Me fucking throat. There you go, that is a G and indeed a T. Lovely stuff. Yeah, tired, sore. I went on my walk earlier on and decided to push myself a little bit because I think I need to at times. So I did a long walk rather than just a little Bart's Head one. I went to the woods and done a walk through the woods. So it was 1.7 miles. 1.7 miles, which is the longest I've walked in a while. Although I had to stop quite a lot on the way round. I think I'm going to have to do more of that. Nothing stupid, but just enough to make me feel it. You know what I mean? Sam, how you doing? Get here 5 minutes before the start. Ads are still going on. All those 24p's. 24p's I think is the UK equivalent of dollar bills, y'all. Not quite the same, but we'll get there. 2.7 kilometres. It wasn't a bad walk, to be honest with you. The weather was nice. It was cool, wasn't cold, it was just cool. It was dry. The sun was out earlier on today. And then as I left the house, it was starting to get towards sunset anyway, so it had calmed down slightly. But it was nice. So hopefully we are on the cusp of spring proper kicking in, at which point I'm able to go for a walk every single day without freezing, without getting soaking wet through, without falling over on slippery leaves on the ground and mulch and what have you. So hopefully we're getting there. Also hopefully tomorrow at some point I need to go out and see if I can have a look at that light port, because it looks amazing. When I went yesterday, East Bank Street, which is the road going from sort of not far from where I live into Southport and then onto the coast, that's the way you normally go in, and it's got half of Lord Street on one side and half of Lord Street on the other side. It's a long road, I couldn't turn right onto Lord Street because there was that many people. So I'd done a bit of a U-E, went round to the promenade. I thought I'd go right to the end of Lord Street and see if I can come back that way instead, at least see what it looks like. No. There was loads coming from the south, loads coming from the north, loads coming in from out of town as well. Absolutely heaving. Hopefully by tomorrow, enough people will have seen it that it's calmed down slightly. So if I get there tomorrow evening, take a good camera with me. That one. And we'll see what happens. And also, I think Liverpool have got something on at the moment as well, haven't they? For Chinese New Year. There's loads of dragons lit up around the city by the look of it. So I'll have to look into that as well, and maybe, when's the next time Everton are at home? Is it still on by that point? I don't know. Nice to go down and have a look though. Good sunny weather, yeah. Still super cold and windy. It's getting there though, it is getting there. It is half term, unfortunately, which is why it's on. But I don't understand why it's only for 3 days and it's only 4 hours a day. Because then you're begging people to turn up en masse, aren't you? It's on for a total of 4 hours every day, and it takes 30 to 60 minutes to walk through it. So everyone's rushing to get there. Hopefully though, tomorrow's a bit more quiet. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just have to walk on the other side of the road and take a photo of what's going on. That'll be about it, like, you know what I mean? Like, pancake day on Tuesday. Steven Gerrard's most hated day of the year. Today's high was -5. We had +9. In fact, it is still, according to this, Rugby League News. No, hang on, different thing. Says it's +7. Is that not working? Why is that not working? It's saying it should be. Why can't you see that? No. Well, I'll fix that for next time. I was rushing round earlier. Yeah, it's 7 degrees Celsius. And have we got snow coming up at some point this week, they said again? No. We have got some warm weather coming up, you know. 21st of February. A low of 8 degrees Celsius, a high of 11. And it sort of continues that way for days afterwards. So at some point it's going to be warm with a capital F. Maybe they couldn't get enough staff or fun into work longer than that. Yeah, possibly. It is only an art installation as well, isn't it? Which normally costs money but doesn't actually create anything. Not to the people who are running it, obviously. But for the town, thousands of people coming in. There's going to be a lot of money being spent. So it's good for the town, if nothing else. And it was nice seeing loads of people. Whenever we have something decent here, whether it's the firework display or foodie display, foodie festival thing, there's always kids wandering around with light up sticks and wheels and stuff. They always look dead happy. Oh, drink. A nice bucket of tea. Oh, shite. Nice bucket of tea. A bucket of tea. A nice bucket of tea. There you go. Lovely stuff. Warm, that's relative. I would say a low of 8 degrees Celsius is warm. That's t-shirt and shorts weather in the north of England. Coldest last 3 nights has been -10, -14 and -17. 3 snowstorms in 2 weeks. January, the coldest month in 16 years, and February has so far been over double as cold. It's insane. You know what I did notice earlier? As I was going on my walk, the wind was coming in from the west. Normally, wind coming from the west is fairly warm, because it's coming from the States and it's coming from the Gulf and all that. It was cold, because obviously the States is cold as well, so it's there, it's here, it's cold. We need more of that Sahara wind coming up. Sam, if you ever win the lotto, you'll come and see it in person. You'll start commuting to the UK on the regulars, is right. You'll love it as well, it's brilliant. There's so much of the UK you would need to see when you come here as well. Not just bloody London. Left YouTube, went back and I was first up. That's more like it. That's where I should be. Taking my natural position at the head of the class. Yeah, loads of places, man. Loads of places. North Wales especially. Incredible. I was watching a couple of Instagram reels earlier. 10 places you need to see in the UK. And I think 7 of them were in Wales. Ridiculous. You want to see every inch of the place? Who will feed your squirrels while you are gone? If you win the lotto, you can come over here and go gallivanting. You can employ someone. You can employ someone to feed your squirrels. Will Ferrell to feed your squirrels, and the feral cat. Do you know what they're doing anyway? Squirrels, they're not daft. If they go a couple of days without having any food, they'll just phone up Just Eat or DoorDash or something, won't they? Yeah, can I have a 12-inch margarita with extra nuts? And a bottle of Diet Coke. Diet? You're on diet? That's one of the maddest things, isn't it? Actually, speaking about Diet Coke. All these people on death row in the States, they get to choose their last meals before they get taken off the planet. Why did you have Diet Coke? You've got half an hour left before you are no longer. Why are you drinking Diet Coke? Have a full fat one, live a bit, man. Ali ali o, ali 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 o. Piggly ding reset. Yeah, if you won the lottery, you could buy a remote controlled feeder, or a slave as we call them. Easily done. Buy a Puerto Rican. Get them in. Because they've got green cards, haven't they, Puerto Ricans? You'd be able to get one in. Be sound. Yeah, you'll have remote feeders, camera feeders, the absolute lot. I reckon you'd be living on a ranch or something. Just cameras 24/7. And then call it the United States of Samerica, and people will just be watching it constantly. I'd watch that. I like watching animals. I was watching a video earlier, I think was it earlier, or yesterday, I can't remember. The lady from Ainsdale had gone for a walk in Ainsdale and took a dog with her. And it looked amazing. I don't know exactly where it was. I know where it is, but I don't know how to get into that part of the sand dunes. A walk in the sand dunes and the pine woods. I need to find out where it is because it looks amazing. I reckon you'd love that. If I took a camera, you would absolutely love that. So once the weather gets a little bit better, I know you can walk there from Ainsdale Beach, so I could park up there, walk down the beach and find out exactly where I jump onto the dunes and what have you. So I can try and do that, but it looks sound like. Oh, there's Sam's channel. Well, let's pin Sam. Sam has been pinned. Sunny and lovely. Ah, we love us. We love us. Let's have a look, see if I can do this now while we're still on here. That's not it. That's not it. I don't get it. I don't get why it's not working. So look at the properties. Oh, there you go. I think we're in. We're in. We're in. We are in. We are in. It's working. Because it's a different phone, it couldn't find that phone, obviously. Yeah, it's working now. There's a channel in Texas, feeds tons of food every night, super chats and gifts keep it alive. Right, so it'll be a short night unless viewers contribute, and they do it. That's wise, that, isn't it? That way, the person who runs the channel gets loads of views, and also, I would think, advertising dinero. Animals get fed, viewers get viewing stuff. Ali, oh my, I am falling apart at the seams. You know what I mean? Saw Sundogs in the last few days. Is that a band? I'd go and watch Sundogs. It's a picture Casper took in 1807, which is almost 6:10 at night. That's boss, that. That does look very Grand Budapest Hotel, that, doesn't it? I can see Monsieur Gustave M coming out of there. Very nice. What's not working? It was the showing my phone screen on there. Yeah, that. Now it's working. Jacob Erlordi. That's a Spanish swear phrase, isn't it? I'm not shouting that out loud again. One fit ladies, one fit lasses. Dink dank do. They're much more rural. Cat kibble, corn, nuts, even peanut butter. Slathered over a pole. What's the poor Polish fella done? Where there's a sign with Formanites. All right, the largest donor. That's good thinking, that. The animals are fat with a capital PH. Ah. Plenty of blokes in the cinema. What happens if you turn the phone horizontal? Absolutely nothing, Mandy. Nothing. Because it's showing the phone screen, which is the screen. So if I turn it sideways, it'll be on its side. Be on its side. It'll look awful. Plenty of blokes in the cinema. Blokes do watch films, by the way. They get javelinas, which everyone initially mistakes for wild hogs. Probably all the blokes either got dragged to watch or they bat for the other team like Jeff. Jeff doesn't. More of Jeff later, by the way. Fantastic. Stalagmites and stalactites, and how you know the difference between the two of them? The tights come down. That was my geography teacher said that years ago. You always know which way around it is because the tights come down. All right. Well, it stuck in my mind, so it obviously worked, didn't it? No auto rotation, yes, but then it's sideways on your screen, Mandy. That thing in the middle of the picture of this would just be what the screen looks like, not whichever direction it's in. So it'd all be on sideways. Yeah, I said it was taken in 1807. It looks amazing. Stunning. 5:25 in the evening. Tut titties. What are you on about, Christine? What are you on about? Jeff as Heathcliff. There will be more Jeff later. Quite a bit of Jeff later. Extra Jeff later. Much more Jeff. No, not like that, not like that. Still hot. And also spotlessly clean. I cleaned the lid on it. Took it apart and cleaned it. Normally I just give it a bit of a rinse and then once every, I don't know, once every 27 years or something I'll clean it properly, but I've done both of them this week. I'll keep on top of that. Much better. Extra Jeff. In the Mammoth Caves in Kentucky, the guide says stalagmites might reach the ceiling. Stalactites hang tight to the ceiling. Oh, there you go. That's a good way of thinking about that. I like that. Mammoth Caves. That's a good sounding place, that, isn't it? I can't take any caves seriously anymore, though. Every time I think of one, all I can think of is the League of Gentlemen, with the depressed cave guide in there who's seen some terrible things and he's really depressed, shining his torch at the skein of iron ore. Some people say when they see that, they see whatever it was. I just see eyes protruding, a young life. Oh fucking hell! It's absolutely incredible. You're not seeing that. Watch the League of Gentlemen. It is dark AF. Very class, I like it. Mandy, how's your book reading going on? Halfway through book 7. You're doing well there, because you got stuck on, was it 5 or 6 for absolutely ages and ages with a capital H. Hello, Dave. It's brilliant, isn't it? I love the League of Gentlemen. I like any humour that's dark. I watched that and thought it was dark, and then the next thing they did, Reese and Steve did, was Psychoville, which turned the dark up to 11. Absolutely incredible. When as a kid had the Viewmaster discs and also look at for years afterwards. It is great stuff like that. I went to the Yorkshire Dales with the school, Ingleton Falls and Gaping Gill and things like that. I don't think they'd take anyone there with a school these days unless there's like 27 teachers to one kid, on account of the fact that it's slightly dangerous. Not for us though. 3 geography teachers with patches on the jumpers, on the elbows. Don't go too close. Why? It's like a 500-foot drop. We'll never see you again. I can't be arsed doing any paperwork. All right, sir. Steve, are you still on a diet, or has there been baking updates? Terrible behaviour. Terrible behaviour. Fun fact, more people live in caves today than ever did before in the history of the world, part 1. In fact, there are 20 million Chinese living in caves today. It's like Norway and the Netherlands together. The Netherlands would be no good living in caves, so they'd be constantly underwater, wouldn't they? 40 mil in total. Fuck that. Mental. Steve-o, how's your legs? Steve-o, how's your legs? Inside number 9 is brilliant as well. Genuinely breathtaking. You're sticking in there. No baking. Oh, good on you, man. Good on you. Yeah. Speaking of genius stuff, anyone else watched Small Profits? Mackenzie Crook's latest thing. Absolutely superb. With a capital F. With the wonderful Piers Quigley. He was brilliant, man. Shine, how you doing, bud? If you've not watched it, it's well worth watching. It's hilarious. It's sweet. It's just brilliant. Brilliantly made. You're all healed up. Wore a pair of trainees with a wedge sole and they help no end. Why do you need no end? Yeah, you've got to do what you got to do, haven't you, to sort things out. Got to put all 8 billion of us somewhere. Caves better than a lot of what's available. It is actually, isn't it? Safer. There's Shane's channel as well. Click, subscribe, watch, like, comment. Do all the YouTube stuff. Do it. Do it. And do it now. Oh, man. Still no shower in this house, by the way. Waiting for the fella to come out, so it's just taking forever. Thankfully, my sister just lives down the road. And she's got a wet room. Never mind a shower, a wet room. Which is fantastic. And for someone who's only a smidge, I say a smidge under 6'2", I was almost banging my head off the shower. As if to say, maybe I'm a little bit bigger than 6'2". Good enough for our ancestors to reproduce in and get us here in the first place? Absolutely. All you need is a cave, fire, and maybe a dartboard. I don't know. Yeah, it works, doesn't it? Just as long as you've got somewhere to keep out of the weather, somewhere to stay warm, somewhere to store food and eat your food, whatever, you're all right. You don't need anything else. Although, as humans, we aspire to more than that. We aspire to art, which is great. The average of the Netherlands is 1 metre. The average what of the Netherlands is 1 metre. That's 1 metre is heavy, isn't it, if that's what you're thinking? Above over sea level. I know it's ridiculous. When you have a look at... If you drew it... If you sort of drew how the Netherlands looks compared to sea level, loads of it is way below. But they're so good with their engineering to protect themselves. It's absolutely incredible. Anywhere that's struggling with flooding, just go to the Netherlands and say, please, 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 can you help? A big club, yeah, like Captain Coleman, Captain Seamus Coleman, Seamus Caveman. Absolutely. Especially if you wanted to get married, just over the head. Come on, girl, come with me. Need the old style shower heads on a hose tap to tide you over. Not a chance of me going anywhere near the bath, unfortunately. Not a chance. Don't even need a cave. A Golden Boot Festival car park is enough as far as you remember in your young days. No cave needed. Well, maybe one cave. Some place in maybe Egypt that made a fancy new development that removed folks already living there. Some have moved back to caves nearby. They'd much prefer it, wouldn't they? It's better. Ali Alio, what have you sent? Oof. Not sure I should be showing this. This is disgusting, this. Look at that. See, Thursday. We've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You've got Saturday, Friday, Saturday. That weather, temperature goes up, man. That's pretty decent, that. Me likey mucho. Me likey mucho. Tom to tom tom tom. Wagwan and ting. Bringing back horrible memories. No horrible memories in this place. Just good memories. Up for the cup, yep. On the ball, City. We do need some dry weather. We've had dry weather the last couple of days, pretty much. Not too bad. Even when it's rained for 5 minutes and then gone off. It's been great. It's lovely. I like it. I like it. Tomash, how are you? How's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? And how's Domingos Duarte, el gato más guapo del mundo, eh? And all the tom-toms. The Thomas family. Diddle-diddle. 5th round, here we come. That's when it starts getting serious, the 5th round. Genuinely. Because when you look at the draw, it's like, is that it? There's got to be more games than that. No. Condensing down. Wembley is just round the corner from most Liverpool fans. You having that one, Dave? There's a nice day on Saturday. Back to pouring rain today on your walk. Pain in the arse, isn't it? You are not that innocent. Hey, Nicky, you're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Nicky. It's Nietzsche, isn't it? Pronounced Nietzsche, this, apparently. How you doing? Why are you not that innocent? Mind you, nobody's really innocent, are they? Welcome aboard. Yeah, welcome aboard, well said. Mrs. Tom is okay. Good stuff. As is Domingos Duarte, el gato más guapo del mundo. You are a bit perturbed. Why are you perturbed? Have you had any more ideas for supermarket sweep? Ooh, I wasn't in, was I, when all this was going on? You're going to have to explain this to me in graphic detail. How would we make this work, by the way? Let me know how it works and I'll see if I can get it sorted. I do have forgetfulness. What's it called? I've got, what fucking, I'm going like me half on now. Things, mushrooms, no. The stuff that you stick things to. I've fucking gone completely. It's alright, it'll come back to me in a minute. I can stick a camera to me. I think, perhaps. I'll check that out and see if I can do it. And if I can, I'll just wander around Tesco with that. I have got a chest mount as well, actually. But I would look a complete and utter tit. So I need to be careful. Sunny weather the last few days. Windy and quite cold. Yep. But it's getting better all the time. And I think today, sunset in the northwest of England was 5:30 in the blessed PM. Which means it's getting closer and closer to having longer days. Little Tommy in the kiddie's seat. It'd work. No one wants to be guilty. Do you know what? Nobody wants to be guilty, but come on, we all are really, aren't we? Deep down, we're guilty of something. Some people are guilty of heinous crimes. Some people are guilty of just being awesome. So, that's not too bad, I suppose. Velcro. What? No, not Velcro. Not a post-it note either. I'm going to go and get it in a minute and show you. I can't think of the name. It's lost. I have had a stroke, you know. Lanyard, magnetic lanyard, that's the one. Which looks like a medallion, and then you stick, well, I stick me microphones to it, but you can also stick a little camera to it. So I could possibly do that. Possibly. I need a trolley. I don't trust myself with a trolley. Know what I'm saying? You are perturbed because yesterday was the first Valentine's Day in about 25 years. You not had a card from your secret admirer. Upset you a bit. You were already upset with your auntie dying. Ah. 2 + 2 = 5. Sue bear market sweep. It is the evolution, the next evolution. We're doing it. Yeah, it is for copyright, but also because bears, obviously. Second bear is up there, by the way. By the way. That's not Horace. Horace is still in the car. That, of course, is Willem de Fur. D-E-F-U-R. Willem de Fur. He's up there. She's up there. Actually, I think it might be a she because if I remember rightly, I can't show you, but it looks very female from a certain angle. The way it's been stitched. Yes. I think I showed Mandy the way it looked. Sent her a picture of it. Wasn't yeah, it didn't look male, did it? Sweet feckin' Jesus. You were in Broughton, big fat Tesco last night and saw the trolleys where there was a full-size seat for being pushed around. You can get them, can't you? I could, in theory, go in with me walking stick and then just start playing up for it, you know what I mean? Can someone give us an hand? And then while they're there, just do us a favour. Stick that camera on the front there. There's got to be a way of doing this without a trolley. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do a big shop, aren't I? If I do a big shop, I'm going to buy all kinds of shite. But I've got a chest mount for a GoPro. How mad would that be? Imagine walking into big fat Tesco in Southport with a chest mount with a GoPro on it. And then, but you see, the problem with the GoPro is it doesn't connect to me microphone, whereas the Action 4, DJI Action 4 does. Wherever I've put that, I can't find the bleeding thing. No. I'll manage it. I will manage it. Yeah, not that innocent. Where about in the world are you from? We need to know these things. We need to know these things. Do you know what, Steve? I like that as well. Thomas is genuinely looking to see if he fits in a trolley. Not even for anything other than shits and gigs. Buying all kinds is the point of the filming. It is. But I know. You have to watch more adverts if you want me to buy all kinds. All these 24p's will have to come in. We do have the motor chairs with a basket, but not in the same way you have in the States. They're slightly smaller engine. We're only allowed to go on the left as well. You do get the club card points. Chest mounted GoPro does sound filthy, doesn't it? Do you know any pros who'd go chest mounted? Tom the Piper's son. Yeah, it is. I have, you know, with the I can't find the other thing. Is it not there? No, it's not there. Where the Jesus and fuck is the other thing? See, that could connect to the chest mount. A GoPro, but I prefer my DJI, to be honest with you. It's much better. It's much better. And there's the amount of cameras I have in this house is ridiculous. They are literally everywhere. And I can only think of one that would possibly work. Or I go and buy an Insta360 Go S, the little tiny thing. Could do that, couldn't I? But then would it be live streamed? Were you talking about it being live streamed? The only other thing I could possibly do is find my smallest phone and have that stuck to the magnetic lanyard and live stream it from that. But then again, you're going to get loads of looks, aren't you? Who's the narc? The cops are coming for him. I live over the road from a hospital, so there's always Ninos. They are becoming more prevalent. You got run over by one on the Lower East. Thomas is in the Lower East side of the Hill Dickinson. You couldn't have got one in the old ground. You couldn't, absolutely not. You don't get sweeties in supermarkets. Dan, how you doing, bud? I was thinking, live streamed would be it'd be difficult to do, to be honest with you. Not many things can live stream. Phones can, but not many cameras can, unless the very, very expensive cameras, I suppose. And huge cameras. What's on fire? You, Steve-O. You're on fire, baby. As you'll all see fairly soon, by the way. Still haven't put the fairy lights up or the rest of the flags. No, Mandy, I've got things to do. I'm doing a full-time job as well as other stuff as well. This is just a hobby, this, by the way. I've also not moved the printer from down there to here to give myself more space. I've been running around like an absolute dick and I've got nothing done. Am I still live streaming the front door? Do you know what? I am. And if you bear with me one goddamn second. Where is he? Where is he? Where are you, you prick? No, not playback. Live. There you go. That's going on right now. That's live. Live outside. Live and alive with the dead ahead sound. That is live. Chest mounted phone. What do you call me? It was Tom the Piper's son, or Thomas the Tank, which is something slightly different, isn't it? Staying busy. You're always bloody busy, you, Dan. Constantly busy. But you've just reached level 2.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It is there. We love levelling up. No one's levelled up for ages because everyone's at massively stupid high levels now, aren't they? It's cray. Yeah. I've got a lanyard which is like a disc which is also magnetic, and that's what I put my little DJI microphones on. But a little camera would fit on there. The only problem is it wouldn't really live stream, but my phone would. I wonder, is there a way of doing it? Or do I just do it? Do I just wait until we've decided on a day or night that what's going to happen, and then I go and put a magic arm? I could do it proper full on. I'd do a huge camera with a magic arm and put it onto a trolley.
Piggy ding. Next.
Piggly dong. Next. Oh, hang on. Sam, you leveled up as well?
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It is there. See? They're like buses, aren't they? They're like buses. You wait ages for one and two come along all together. Piggly ding. We have just piggly dung, haven't we? Piggly ding reset. You're nearly there. 2 years to go, you'll be 50. You don't look at it. Don't look a day over bloody 28 or something. You crazy. Very, very, very. It is very much coinky dinkle. Coinky dinkle. Dash out again. Dash, baby. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. The dinosaur, because he's an absolute dinosaur. Run them till he vomit. Doesn't work. We've all seen pictures of of our Ali Alio. Not a chance of 48. We'll have an online party. Go ahead. Yeah, we will. Do you know what we can do? If it's your 50th, we'll be able to have a 50-hour live stream. There you go. A 50-hour live stream, rather than just, I know, these silly little 26-hour live streams that some people do. 26 hours, man. I still can't get my head around that. How on earth you managed to do that, Sam? Blow me mind, mate. £50+. Yep. We will have won the lottery. We'll descend upon Offaly. We will. Imagine that, turning up mob-handed, but not even saying anything. Just turn up in Offaly and then just ask, does anybody know where Ali lives? Because it's only a small place, isn't it? About 5 people live there. She lives up the hill. Up the hill there. And we'll all just turn up one day. Ding, ding, ding. Hello. Surprise. 50-hour live stream. Yeah. It would have to be split between 50 people, I think, an hour each. Be awfully nice here, but I'm not a party person. You would be if we all turned up. Yeah, hours 0 to 8, me in the supermarket looking for birthday candles, apart from, I know where all that stuff is. Unfortunately. Offaly. Yes, Christine, that's where our Ali Ali out lives. Offaly. In Irlande. Douze-pois. Parties make clear shots difficult. They do. Unless you're drinking the clear shots. But actual wet work, target acquired, click, click. Very difficult. Yeah, beer and sandwiches. We'll bring beer and sandwiches. Even though you don't drink, we know that. Pretend beer. Champagne. With an SH, sham. Because it's not real. Like Prosecco, all that stuff. It's a county. The county Christine. There should be a county Christine, shouldn't there? I'd go there, it'd be boss, wouldn't it? Spending a fortnight in the county Christine. You've got a cake slice in big fat Tesco by the birthday candles. 250 reduced by 240. What? Fine, 50 folks will wish happy birthday every hour. On the hour. All round the world. Twice around the world. There you go. Christineshire, yep. Who do a very nice crumbly cheese, if I'm led to believe. Crumbly Christineshire, I'm sure that's right. That's literally the only thing Cheshire is renowned for, isn't it? Crumbly bastard cheese. Well, that and rich footballers living there. You still need someone from each time zone for. You do need New Year's Eve 27 to pop in and contribute. Guy Sam, I love Jesus. Gabriel Jesus, perhaps. Good, very good goal scorer. I wouldn't mind him playing for us, to be honest with you. We have been linked with him. I don't think we can afford him, I'll be honest with you. Still better than Beto and Barry, though, isn't he? There's a lot of bees going on there. Rowan Atkinson would love that. God bless us all. Oh, bless you, Gavna. Love finding nice reduced baked goods or the reduced fresh cut fruits or guacamole. Only sometimes. Love a yellow sticker. Right, I'm going to be controversial with this. And this is something I told my daughter. And I'm not shaming anybody here, but I'm just saying. My daughter asked me one day, why don't you buy stuff from the yellow sticker place? I said, because I can afford not to. For some people, that's the only way they can feed their kids. Therefore, I'm staying clear of that one. I'll just pay what I'm paying for. She went, oh, I never thought of it like that. I went, yeah, I love her now. So hopefully she doesn't do it either. Not say I'm not shaming anybody at all, but that I don't touch them. No, just for me, that some people do rely on it, so no, I'll walk away from that. As long as I can afford it, because at some point I might need to use that myself, and I'd rather be stuff there that I can use. Know what I mean? It's a fair point, I know, but I know I like to think outside the box. Unless it's chocolate eclairs, obviously, at which point, fuck the starving, I don't care. See how much France beat Wales at the rugby. I never watched any of that. I did watch the last 20 minutes of Castleford Tigers against Wigan Warriors. Wigan won, thankfully. Didn't see that, but the Feckers beat you too. You shall rethink your choices. Everyone's choice to do what they want to do, man. But just for me, like I told my daughter, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I do it. I'd rather, if that's the case, the Too Good to Go. That's absolutely spot on. That's the kind of thing that I would do. Pay for that instead, to make sure that nothing's getting wasted. Yeah, plenty of reels about them. Did a lot. Pay full price because things were good for a long time. At the moment, you can use a bit of a cushion. When it's there and you need it, use it. When you don't, for me, that's the way I look at it anyway. Like I say, I'm not shaming anybody for it. People have got to do what they've got to do to get fed, haven't they? At the moment, I can afford to pay full whack, so I do. So I do. I've had the app for years, but never used it. You should do. That's the way to think of it. Instead of things being wasted. Unless you're in a shop like 10 to midnight and there's yellow stickers everywhere, buy the fucking lot. Know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. One bloke got 6 sausage rolls, you struggle to eat one. Mandy, you are like fucking that. There's nothing of you. I'm not surprised you struggle to eat one. I think the lads in the chat would eat all 6 in one go. Would inhale the bloody lot, not an issue. I had a lasagna the other day. It says feeds a family of 4. It fucking didn't. Fed me. That was about it. But then I'm a big chap. One is a big chap. It takes a lot of sustenance to maintain this. More ambulance. It's one of the problems of living opposite the hospital. Every time my dad rings up one of his mates, one of the other football lads, like Middlesbrough or somewhere, like, where do you live? Are you living in the Bronx nowadays? Every time I call you, just sirens going off constantly. My dad was like, no, it's a really nice area. There's a hospital over the road. I think 2 days later someone got shot. But you know what I mean? Depends on how hungry you are. Ali, it does, doesn't it? I'm the same myself. I can eat like that, you know, the appetite of a bird sometimes. Then other times I will scran everything in the house. Christine, it's all going off here, man. It's all going off. Loads of noises. There was more geese yesterday as well, by the way, heading northwards. Did have a friend whose wealthy grandparents absolutely were cheapskates. Yeah, always those that can pay full should do. Absolutely. Or if you're in such a position where you can also pay a little bit extra. That's what there's loads of food banks, isn't there? Every supermarket's got a little food bank at the front where you put your stuff in. Just do a little bit. I mean, we shouldn't have to, really, in a modern society, but yeah. Peeps fainting at the Lightport thing. Absolutely. My sister thought it was some kind of protest. And because the final thing is a rainbow, obviously it's a fucking rainbow, because what's light made out of? The colours of a rainbow. She thought it was just how people protesting because they're sick of woke and all this stuff. I went, no. It's an art installation. It's a fucking art installation. What do you mean it's an art installation? Why the rainbow? Have you not seen the front cover of Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd? Light that you see is made up of those colours. Really? Yes. Should have gone to school that particular day. Complain to the representatives to stop giving corporations tax breaks. Do you want us all to have lower prices? Exactly. What annoys me is when you've got massive corporations making huge billions and billions of dollars profit every single year. Not only that they pay zero in tax, but also that they are getting tax credits from governments give us 120 million in credits. What? Do you not think you're cheeky enough not paying any fucking tax at all? You know, willing to take money out the system. Ridiculous. Not knowing light breaks down into a prism. My sister's as thick as shit, to be honest with you. I think she went to school 3 times. Didn't like it the first time. Went back a second time to make sure. Third time was the time to fuck off. And yet, since she left and started working, she's got loads of qualifications because she actually wants to do this. Which means maybe she's not, or she wouldn't be as thick as she appears if she'd have actually gone into school and tried. Pink Floyd weren't allies. They weren't even mates, never mind anything else. So that's why they weren't on the Toronto 72 bill. They were the only band who weren't. Yeah, less than zero tax, ridiculous, isn't it? If I was paying zero tax despite raking in billions, I think I would keep my head down, just not say anything. Not like suddenly, can I have £120 million, please? Why? Don't know what physics they teach anymore. Just know that you've locked your physics teacher in the cupboard. Did you tell him while he was in there, right, you're a genius, a physics genius, work your way out of this? Lulu Bellatini, where are you? It's almost Jeff o'clock, it is. Makes a mean hot milk, she does. A mean hot milk. Kettle's ruined on the reggers. The actual cupboard. The cupboard. Drink! Oh, Ali's got one as well. 2 spins, 2 tays. Although this time it's your home drink, isn't it? You've got a home drawer in the drink. A nice bucket of tea. That's a nice bucket of tea. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. How is our Lulu Bellatini? Is she alright? Christine, have you spoken to her? She alright? How is she in herself? It is class. Getting your own drink is definitely class, especially on the first spin. So you're familiar with the 1960s school building in which you didn't learn any physics? Sounds achingly similar to mine. Mine was a 60s comprehensive. It doesn't exist anymore. It has been knocked down. All 3 buildings have been knocked down. The middle one is just down round the corner, from where Paul McCartney grew up as a youth. Left at a monosodium glutamate. No worries. You are here literally defying gravity because you didn't learn any of it. If you don't believe in it, it doesn't affect you, does it? Spoke to her yesterday. Did all her troubles seem so far away? Ooh, it's raining. Talked about it being dry, then all of a sudden it started raining heavily. Proper rain. That rain that soaks you through. Don't believe me? See? That was me opening the curtain there. Could you see it? That is proper rain. Heavy, man, heavy. You got a physics O level. So have I, funnily enough. I got a spirit level in woodwork. And I got a degree in angles. Of course it's raining. All it ever does is bloody rain. Got a door to boot under the cover of rain. It's great for behaviour. It's passion doing. The parochial school you went to, bought an old public school when they expanded. Massive cupboards and closet spaces. I love it. It's basically tartan. Oh, I take it Jeff's been watching Small Profits then, has he? That's a great line there. You were walking in the rain, you put a short on, it was pouring. I haven't managed to get round to watching them yet, Shane. I will do later on now, mate. By the time I got home and sorted all this rubbish out and did me bits and pieces, it was time to jump on. No time, man. Plenty of room to hold fellow students or hide. Yeah, they would have been turned into classrooms. Your cupboards equal our classrooms. Have to fold people. I've seen a few people folded in our school, to be honest with you. Normally with a right dig to the old solar plexus. There you go. Fold them up to fit them in. Rawhide. Ah well. If Lulu Ballatini's not around, she's going to have to miss out, I'm afraid. Because it is Sunday after all. I think we need a little bit of Jeff action, don't we? What has Jeff been up to this week? A walk in the dunes. That looks like Ainsdale. Shower to get the sand out of what? Get the sand out of what? That worries me, that. Then Lightport action. Holy shit, those cheekbones, man. Look at his eyes like chipped ice. So we managed to get there, but I didn't. Hoo-yah! Right, I want to know how he's managed to get to Lightport, but I haven't. And also, why has he been to the beach and I haven't? I am very, very disappointed with him. Very disappointed. Diff to the solar plexus. Never understood the Hess. Is that with the boxing? Where you blow out to make sure that when you get punched you don't get winded. In a new built high school and they made new lockers extra skinny so people were less likely to be locked in them. That's good thinking. 3, 2, 1. 2 or 3 for Ali Alio. There's plenty of sharp angles. You missed some checking up on Louise. Oh, definitely 3 from Andy. Look, Beckham-esque in the first. We'll replay it soon, don't worry. But while you are here, I did say there's extra Jeff action, didn't I? That is because we have February. We're in the middle of February, to be fair, but it's February on the calendar. So you're going to have... We're doing a poll. There's no other way of saying it. A Jeff poll. You get to choose which one goes on the calendar, right? So there's a choice of pictures for this next one. I suggest you watch carefully and put your choices in the chat below. Let's go. Make your choices 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 and put them below, and then we'll try and aggregate them and find out which one you want. 2 looks like he has products. I think Jeff has plenty of products. Very, very enthusiastic 5 from Christine there. So Tomash, 2 looks like he has products. Is that just your choice or what you're trying to say? All right. Jeff with the rampant rabbit, which is the most, I don't know, millennial version of Cluedo I've ever seen. 2 for Ali. 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. 5's in the lead. 5 is your choice. I must admit, 5's a bit of a cynical one, to be honest with you. Because you're getting the Jeff, you're getting the eyes like chipped ice, you're getting the cheekbones and also there's a fluffy bunny involved as well. Very cynical, I would have thought. But it works. Ask 2 if the bases are flared. It is sweet, the softer side of our Jeff. He's got plenty of soft sides to him. Steve, I just had a little bit of sick come up in your mouth. Ah, Jeff, don't it? It's for the lovely ladies, the lovely ladies. Got to keep him sweet, bruv. Got to keep him sweet. I'll replay him soon, just so you can have another good look as well. Very deathly silence as the other the girls of the pause are busy just rewinding the live stream, aren't they? Oh, hello. You redid 5's background, so 5 for you too. Yeah. Just come back live. It will be replayed, don't worry. As will normal, Jeff. Because they seem to like double bubble, the ladies, don't they? You wear the paws out on the YouTube VHS. Is that the bear's paws? Had to rewind because I accidentally clicked out of a live. Hang on. Back in a sec. Just back in a sec. Could have put a small pic of them up in the corner. I would have thought the full screen was better for you, though. That's how YouTube works, it is. Is Mandy to blame for all the sexism? Got to play to your strengths, haven't you, on stuff like this? 5 for Sam as well, there you go. You don't have O-level physics? If I manage to get it, anyone can get it. Come on, man. It is, that's very well covered in it. I accidentally clicked out of the live. Definitely full screen, landscape, not portrait. It is landscape full screen. And of course, at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, the full calendar will be available as a PDF file. Got to be very, very careful saying that. Yeah, when people are saying 5, they do mean all 5. No messing around. After you've seen it, just have a carousel of Jeffs in the corner. Is that what you're trying to say, Ali? Always like a guy that's gentle with defenceless animals. You see, that's the side of Jeff people don't normally see. When he's out wrestling polar bears and things like that. He gives them a hug afterwards. You wanted a proper poll. Option 6 was going to be none of them. Where's Olga for the lads? Unfortunately, I don't think you can do a poll on a landscape live, but you can on a portrait. The competition rules and regulations apply. They do. Definitely to support inclusivity. If somebody couldn't pause the stream, am I obliged, under the laws of the pause laws, I am to send a double laminated copy. You would be tender. Very tender. But powerful. A tender and powerful man. With eyes like chipped ice. Oh my God, his eyes are like chipped ice. And his cheese grater abs. Is he happy though? Of course he's happy. Looks like he was born in the gym, doesn't it? Bit like myself. What do you mean? I wouldn't even go to the gym if I could, to be honest with you. Loads of running and stuff be great, but not that gym stuff. Can't be doing with that. Can't be doing with it. Can't be doing with it. Tender my arse. He'd split you in two. Given half the chance. I reckon he's got a bit of both in him now, isn't he? He's a bit, roughy-tufty, but also at the same time a bit saxophone music. The old brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Bounce a 50p piece off his abs. If you ask nicely, he might allow you to do that, Christine. You could, couldn't you, though? But I mean, is he happy? If you spend all your time in the gym doing that, when you get a time to live, obviously he does because he's constantly there, isn't he? Why not some round coinage? Yeah. Are you trying to hurt him with these angles, or is it just because he's angular himself? Angle on angle, steel sharpens steel. That's what it is, isn't it? That's why you're banging 50p off him. Frding. Sounds like mixed metaphor-y. You say bouncing 50p and you think pear Coldrup. Oh my word. I still have sleepless nights about pear Coldrup. I don't even think that he should qualify for having a football on the screen, given that he was utter shite. Did have had like a 10 bob bit, didn't he? Fucking awful, man. A 10p. No, so he's worth less than he was 2 minutes ago. Pound coin, if anything else. If you're going to go from 50p, it's pound coin or £2 coin. Don't start going down. No, just yeah. 50 cents is all circular. Over here, it isn't. 50p is is it septagonal? Or the coins are slightly different sizes and shapes because blind people. Yes, Steve's tender ass. Jeff Woods play you're into. As Nelly's Hot in Here plays, it is. See, Jeff appears and look what happens. A 7-sided, so it is a septagon. Septagonal. 20p's are the same but smaller. So people can just, blind people can do that and feel them. And then also the coins that are round and in a sort of similar size have slightly different edges on them. So you can tell just by feeling them. Good thinking, man. Definitely good thinking. It is hot in here as well, by the way. Despite the fact that in the front room it was bleeding freezing earlier on. I don't get it. I don't get it. Still deserves you to get a note with Charlie on it. Every note that you get apparently has got a bit of Charlie on it, hasn't it? If what I've been led to believe. Whistling Dixie and coin bouncing. By Dixie, do you mean Dixie Dean? The great Dixie Dean. Oh, hang on. We have some Ali Palm action. Fiddy cent. Actual fiddy cent. That looks almost Dutch, you know. Strangely. It does, looks almost Dutch. Dixie Dean, it is. DZ, Z. Zebra. Dixie Dean. Yes. John Dean, wasn't it? Was it John Dean? Or Dixie McNeil, lifetime president of Wrexham. Rang me dad the other day, as he does quite regularly. You're minted, you Ali La, you're minted. Stormy. It's getting stormy out there. Don't know why. There's no storm up in the sky. Stormy now. I've been fascinated by the DZ ever since I mentioned Zichad was DZ, it is. What are you doing, Zichad? DZ. There's no such word as Deborah in Scouse either, it is zebra. Where's your zebra? Jimmy is also DZ. DZJI. double M-I. Jimmy. Don't do it, dickhead. More Z's in that than there is in, I don't know, Zanzibar. A to Z. What's going on? It's nice, I like it. It's a nice coin. Jibril Cisse, yeah, it is, Lord of Frodsham. He was, wasn't he? For those who don't know, Jibril Cisse used to play for Liverpool and later become Lord Frodsham. Despite the fact that he's French, wasn't he? Just a French footballer living in Cheshire became Lord Frodsham because he's fucking mental. Interesting, the DZ thing. I don't know if it's a Liverpool. The accent comes from a combination of Lancashire, Ireland, and Wales. And I don't know which part of it has got the DZ, but it is Z. They is not they, it's Z. You don't though. Do you do though, don't you though? Do you do? That. Do you do that? Them. Jimmy lad. Zebra. And dickhead. Alright, dickhead. Linguistically speaking, you wonder how his leg is nowadays. It wasn't good, was it, at one point? Was the moon on earlier on? It was. I don't know why this is stopping itself. Don't know why. There's no moon up in the sky. Stormy weather. Yeah, it switches itself off after a while. I don't know why. Regionalism, someone surely has made a short on it. Haven't seen one yet. There will be. There's lots of accents in the UK. Lots of them. And you can tell normally where the influences come from. So with us, because we had loads of people coming through the port, loads of Irish. So the Irish have had a huge influence. Welsh is just next door. They all turned up. And then we used to be in Lancashire, so all those combined have come up with the Scouse accent that we know and hate. Battery flat. Mandy, is your battery flat? It's not though. That's fully charged. As you can tell by the fact that the light is still on. I don't know why the moon goes off. Do I need to do some research into this? Keep the moon on at all time. I like the way the moon looks in the background. Although, it could look better. Boom. Hang on. Put the potato back up the way he was. I've just bonged twice there, did you hear me? You look to find the BBC4 programme. Laurie Taylor, cop, I can't remember his name. Its name. Study of language. Great episode on diminutives in Liverpool. You don't mean you. I don't know. If you find it, let me know. I love language in general anyway. I love learning about language, but also, given the fact that it's where I'm from, I like. Since my man and I am being together. Yep. Once it was Johnny, now Jono. I love all that stuff. There used to be a book years ago called The Whitbread Book of Scousology, which explains a lot of Liverpool slang and dialect, which was quite interesting. Now, ladies, imagine if someone referred to you as their tart. You wouldn't be happy, would you? Me tart. Me missus, me tart. You'd be absolutely fucking raging, wouldn't you? Absolutely raging. Well, it doesn't mean tart as in a streetwalker. In Liverpool, tart was short for jam tart, sweetheart. So calling someone your tart is actually a really good thing to do. But because the way it's gone over the years, that fact has fallen out of place and people just think, calling me a tart. No. Not the way it works. Could do a short on regionalisms. Could do shorts on there. In Norfolk, you take a horse to hospital. You do in Bolton as well, don't you? In Bolton. Where's your dad? In hospice. Oh, was he ill? No. He stood outside in hospice. Horse pissed all over him. Hospice. See? Thinking aloud. I like it. Keep an eye on him. In Dublin, they use O at the end of some names like Dino, Anto. That again, I think that's also a lot in the UK as well. Loads of that. Etymology. Love a bit of etymology. Love butterflies. Bookmark, the Whitbread book. They used to give it away in Whitbread pubs. And of course we had Whitbread pubs, so I remember all these coming out. And it was the derivation of Scouse phrases and words. That one, me tart. People still think it's pejorative, but it's not. It's genuinely. It's a nice thing to call someone. Call a woman your tart anywhere else in the country though, and they won't be happy. You prefer Fritz Spiegel for your Scouse books and his TV teams. I met Fritz Spiegel once. It was like looking in a mirror. Was your brother have a dicky bar? £1,000 for a cowbell. It's mad. Language is mad. Such a small country that we have, or a small selection of countries, and from 5 minutes down the road, the accent and slang has changed completely. It's mad. Mad ting, fam. Oh, holy shite. There's a bug going round. There's a bug going around the Isle of Man. A nasty bug going round. How widespread is it to call one's wife the Duchess? That to me sounds very much like a London thing. Very, very, very Cockney. I've not really heard Duchess used anywhere outside of London, to be honest. Pretty wide. Known a few people who refer to the Old Dutch. Yeah, it sounds very Cockney to me. I've not heard it used anywhere else, to be honest. More Midlandsy. Yeah. Liverpool. Don't know. There's loads of Queen in Liverpool, isn't there? I like Queen. South, yeah. Anything south of Runcorn is south, isn't it? Fucking south. Or maybe it's because every time I've heard that used, it was been in a TV show, like, I don't know, The Sweeney or something, or Minder. Yes, let's. Would you rather have yourself in the south than the north? Where would you class yourself as being, Christine? Because it's a weird place, the Midlands, isn't it? People in the south call you northerners, people in the north call you southerners, and you're probably neither, are you? Anything that's not me and Nick with a ch. Occasionally catch a live streamer, a retiree walking his dog and he uses it, right? So maybe a more elderly kind of chap. Might be just something that was used and then it's starting to die out slightly. You're in the south. Shane of the south. South of Peterborough. Is that where you're calling the south? Anything south of Peterborough is the south. Where does the north start and where does the south start? Are the Midlanders? It's like, the north is there, the south is there, but we are in the middle. Or are they just saying, right, there's the line, south, north? I don't know. I can't work it out. Wherever he's at now, he's originally from elsewhere. Just not a regular enough to know the deets. Ah, man. You're west. You're north. Yeah, we'll be the judge of that. Coming with my gaff, thinking you're Northern when you're 7. Get out of my pub. It is mad. I love the fact as well, if you listen to Torquay or Exeter fans who are in the very, very deep south west country, if they play the likes of Portsmouth or Southampton on the south coast, they'll call them dirty northern bastards, which I always think's hilarious. They say the wash to Wales. That's a great phrase, isn't it? The wash to Wales. South of Peterborough is the south. It's all south. I reckon it's down to accent. Does Stoke come into the north or the Midlands? What do we think? Because if it's classed as north, we can claim Alton Towers, can't we? Like how the Isle of Wight folk call the mainland North Island. The North Island. As though they're the main island and then we're the North Island. How's things with the Nordies? Stoke, Midlands. Also 1973. Good year, 73. Stoke's Midlands. Stoke. Once knew a bloke from Stoke. Not a joke. It's a fucking weird place, isn't it? Donuts. How's that going? Yeah, right. Are we Nordies but not normies? North of Christineshire. Oh, so have you renamed Nottinghamshire after yourself? It is all very relative, it is. And depends on where you are as to where you decide how things work. Yorkshire, Lancashire and above is north. I'd say I'd go that far, but I'd also say there's bits of Derbyshire which that has got to be north. Loads of Derbyshire. Derbyshire, there's parts of South Manchester which is basically Derbyshire. There's Donuts channel as well. Click, subscribe, watch, like, comment, do all the YouTube stuff. How is it going? It's rough out there, man. Rough, I tells you, rough. Still flooding. It hasn't stopped raining, has it? We've had a couple of days where it's barely rained, but everywhere else just hasn't stopped. Peak District is Midlands. But you see, the Peak District is also Stockport, which is South Manchester. Which is fucking mad. That's one of the weirdest parts of the country, the Peak District. Because it is sort of, you can look at it on a map and think it's just north of London. That far away on a map, just north of London. It's not really that close, but it is. The Peak District is also South Manchester. And also it's mad how close South Manchester is to Sheffield. And Sheffield's further south than North Peak District. It's just fucking mad the way it's laid out. There's bits of Cheshire, of course, as well. Cheshire and Staffordshire. Cheshire's got to fall into the north. And if it does, we can then start claiming tax on them as well, the rich bastards. Norwich and Lincolnshire and Newcastle east, Bristol west, Midlands, anything else south. Yep. It's got to start and finish somewhere, it has. I reckon we should build a wall. The T's X line. Just build a wall along there. That way we get Wales as well, don't we? Mind you, they won't like it, will they? Yeah, and that's just Merseyside's the same as well. When I was growing up, being a Scouser was just being someone who was born in in Liverpool, the city of Liverpool. Now it's changed. There's people within Liverpool who'll tell you, you've got to be from L4 or L5, and anywhere else, you're a wool. There's people from fucking Kirby and Huyton who are convincing themselves they're Scousers, despite the fact they were born in Wiston and St Helens and places like that. Fucking mad. It's on its arse. I am no longer a Scouser. I have renounced my Scousism. If anyone asks, I'm from the north. Welcome to Wales. Man, it's one of the most beautiful places on the earth, Wales. It's boss. Anything other than Scotty Roses wool. Whereas, again, when I was growing up, you had to be born... the hospital I was born in, Sefton General, you had to be born within X amount of miles of that. So people born in Scotty were actually wool. So it's all a bit weird, isn't it? But then there are people who will try and convince you Scotty Road is the epicentre of Scouse. And yet it's about that big on a map. There's about 27 houses used to be there. And millions of people used to live there, apparently, according to them. Grew up on Scotty, lad, really. Because my mate used to live there as well. And he says he's got no idea who you are. Oh, what, lad? Fucking me ma used to be the cock of Scotty. Christine, how's your crack? It's full of the Welsh, it is. But it's also full of... There's Welsh, there's Welsh, and there's Welsh. And also Scouse Welsh. A new Roy PJ book out in March. I can't believe how... He sent me an email years ago when Moyes was still... I think Moyes was still with us. Just as... can you have a look at this? I'm trying to do a bit of writing, what do you think? Emailed me. I absolutely loved it because it was just the way he writes now. It's sound, that lad. Got to keep that going. Keep going with it. You definitely got something. Then a few years later, he's famous and rich, and his food is more rich and more cheese oriented. Done well for himself as our PJ, hasn't he? Peach. Christine, you went to the pictures yesterday. Wuthering Heights. Oh, a bit racy, Did you drop your handkerchief? Did he give you a case of the vapours? Well, I do declare, Mr. Heathcliff, you're giving me the vapours. Different place, I know, but... Okay. Horsey or greyhounds, man. You went to the Teatro, I saw that on there. Was it Blue Sky? What'd you go and see? I've been to the theatre for absolute beards, man. Absolute beards. That is still hot. Bit of coercing. Man, you imagine it was wild and windy. Aye. With many a trembling bush. Ah, quality, man. Are you Kate Bush? Are you George Bush? Good tune, by the way. Our Town by Thornton Wilder, starring Michael Sheen. Lovely stuff. The man, the myth, the legend. Did he shout in Welsh by any chance? Cachu hwch! All that stuff. He's boss Michael Sheen. Especially on staged. Him and David Tennant. Fantastic. I love that. One of the few times I've been actually left helpless with laughing. When you're all doing their own accents. David Tennant's trying to sound like Sean Connery, and then Michael Sheen's just shouting in Welsh. And he just burst out with, "Think about a dance now," which is a Tom Jones line, and I wasn't expecting it, and just fucking collapsed. Luckily I was on the bed at the time. Just, that was it. Could barely breathe for about 5 minutes. Rewind, watch it again, same issue. That's always the funniest thing, I think, when you're not expecting something and it just absolutely hits you. There you go. Anyway, for those who missed Jeff earlier on, I'm looking at you, Christine. Are you there? Are you there? Shall we show Jeff again? Are you ready for him? Answer me, Christine. Don't say you've disappeared again. Off making pink gins or having a 17th glass of Verve Cliquot or whatever it is. Let us know when you're there and I'll press start on it. Stage is absolutely brilliant. It was a great idea. Steve's all jeffed out. Ah. Got to give the lovely ladies what they want, haven't you? Keep them sweet. Maintain the heat. Neat. Was that an owl? That might have been an owl. What do owls sound like? They don't all sound like twit-to-woo, do they? Some of them do a little bit of a squeaky screech. He is very handsome. There's nothing stopping you creating an Olga calendar. There may well be an Olga calendar as well. An owl. Who? Absolutely. What's an owl's PIN number on his card? 2820. You're having that one, Dave? I told my daughter that one morning. She went, that was the worst joke you've ever said. And then just couldn't stop herself from laughing afterwards because it was so piss poor. I missed that. Stupid joke times of the morning. You are here, you are here. I'm going to replay Jeff, Christine, because you weren't here earlier. We're going to replay Jeffery. Prepare yourself. For Jeff +1. Walking in the dunes. He's been working out in the dunes. Look at the bloody shoulders on him, man. Nice shower. Get the sand out of his crack. I must admit, that's a good look, that, isn't it? That light in the background, a bit of haze. You've had not only double Jeff, you've had triple Jeff today. Triple Jeff is what you've had. What more can you ask for? Triple Jeff. You don't need an Olga calendar, not when you've got your Helen. Of course not. How could anybody even come close? Not a chance. Love the light one. He does look good, doesn't he? It suits him, I think. The light port, yeah. I'm a humming. It's very atmospheric. You see, I like the way that looked. And I don't know if I could recreate. I don't mean shirt off and that, but could I recreate that in this room using the lights that I have? Because that would make a good thumbnail, I think, for something. Do I need to get haze in a can? 2 lights. Like that, know what I mean? 2 of them, maybe. Could work. Make a Helen calendar then. Controversial. Try. I'd make a good model. The only thing I could model is oven gloves. That's about it, really. I couldn't even have my shirt off. I used to be able to. I'd look great in the past, but it's fucking wasted away. It's wasted away. My massive shoulders are gone. Gutted, man. I'm a husk of a man. An absolute husk of a man. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right, anyway. It is Sunday and we've had loads of Jeff. We need something else.
But Kipper's Vindaloo can't be good for you.
So what has Kipper's been looking at the moment? Polar bears on Norwegian islands fatter and healthier despite ice loss, scientists say. Scientists expected the opposite, but polar bears in the Norwegian Arctic archipelago of Svalbard have become fatter and healthier since the early 1990s, all while sea ice has steadily declined due to climate change. Polar bears rely on sea ice as a platform for which to hunt the seals that they rely on for blubber-rich meals. The bears' fat reserves provide energy and insulation and allow mothers to produce rich milk for cubs. Researchers weighed and measured 770 adults in Svalbard between 1992 and 2019 and found that bears have become significantly fatter. Do you think that Svalbard bears have adapted to recent ice loss by eating more land-based prey, including reindeer and walruses? Stop fat-shaming my cousin, bro. Hoo-yah! Fat-shaming. It is fat-shaming. They've had to, obviously, adapt or die out. Or maybe they're ordering on Just Eat. Massive shoulders, yes. Massive shoulders. I used to be a big boy. If you go with a teddy bear calendar or a bear's paws colouring book, you'd colour it on live stream for us. Ooh. With just blue crayons. Yeah, blue crayons, that's about it really, innit? You never know. A teddy bear calendar. We have two bears behind us. There's Kipper's Vindaloo and Willem de Fur. So there's two there. And then there's Horace in the back of the car. I suppose each one could do 4 months, couldn't he? There's 12, sorted. Morning Jackie. Yeah, good point, Steve. You spelled colour wrong there, Sam. You've spelled colour wrong. A Jeff and Bear colouring book. A bit for both. Yeah, which bit though? Colouring, there you go. Much better. Much better. Don't forget the Christmas bear. That's 5. That would make it 4. Kippers, Willem de Fur, Horace, Christmas bear. Christmas bear is over there. The little Christmas tree thing cannot fit anywhere within this shelving unit. So for next Christmas there's going to have to be something different. But we have got the bear. The Christmas bear is there. Oh yeah. Which is nice. Done well out of that though, haven't we? Considering it was only supposed to be there for about a week. It's been there for 2 years. Fair play to thy. Fair play to thy. That would be a private live stream for the Jeff bits, obviously. And the Bear's Paws Bear, obviously, yes, but also, actually, yes, he's there as well, isn't he? Of course, but he's not there. I miss him in the background. And I can't put him there. I haven't even printed off all the stuff I need to print off. I've got loads and loads of flags to do. It's terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. The idea was to put the printer there, wasn't it? And then do all this. And I've not done the printer, so none of this has been done. It's awful. Private, not private. I thought you were just hedging your bets there. Jeff's private. You don't want to see Jeff? No, no one wants to see that. No one needs to see that. That'd be a proper blue movie, that, wouldn't it? And the dogs, you need a team woohoo colouring sheet as well. You do? How, Amanda, you mentioned this before, haven't you? Try and use ChatGPT to see if it'll make a colouring book, a paint by number. Suppose it could, couldn't it? Could I put one of the coasters in the background? I could. I suppose, couldn't I? There you go. Another feckin' bear. So I suppose I could get the other one. The Christmas bear. I could actually just put the Christmas bear over there in the background, couldn't I? There you go. Bears everywhere. Bears are here, bears are there, bears are every fucking way. Do I bring Horace in? Does Horace go on the back? Or does he stay in the car? Have you got a printer, Sam, have you? Can it be done? Will ChatGPT do that? Will it turn it into a paint by numbers? Will it turn it into a colouring book? Colouring book? I don't know. Adding a few Southport landmarks or lawnmowers from the museum. We could get a little toy lawnmower. What else have we got? I don't even know what that is. I could have a little pier, couldn't I? A wee pier. Is there not an Everton bear? There isn't. There isn't. What you see is what you get. Apart from Horace, who's in the back of the car. That's it, really. Weird, isn't it? I've got nothing Everton up there. Literally nothing Everton is up there at all. Ah, well. There used to be the scarf, but I put that away, haven't I? The last game at Goodison, free scarf. Is that? Yeah. It's in there behind me. You'd have to go to a copy shop to print them out. Your in-law's printer is a bit rough at the moment. Ah, yeah, I can imagine. It can be done though, can't it? It is. It's like there's an Irish flag. It is green. The moon is white and it is orange. So it is. That's a proper Irish flag, isn't it? I like it. I like it. And it's proper Irish as well because it starts with green on the left. If it was orange, white, green, it's the Ivory Coast, obviously. Blue light. There is a bit of blue there as well, but we can change that if you want. Bit more red. Bit of green. Steve-O, oh! I could get that, couldn't I? Little Everton bear, oh look at him. That's boss. Saved to watch list. Saved to watch list. Cheers, Steve-O. Anyway, thoughts for the future. We can colour during the 26 hours of New Year. There we could. Yeah. Ali, you did. You said it as well, didn't you? So it must stand out. I like it. I like it. Bit of green. Bit of green. Very cute. I like him. I like him. I need to sort Horace out though. I can't leave him in the back of the car like that, can I? I've got to take care of him. But do I bring him in the house? Or does he stay in the car as a good luck charm? I don't know what to do yet. But we'll do something. The Everton bear was called Maisie. It is, isn't it? Everton official Maisie teddy bear. See? Actual Maisie. It's cute that, I like that. I think it'd go well on the shelving unit as well, definitely. What else was there? I was going to stick my finger up there as well. But I can't find a way of getting it there without it falling off. My clapperboard. Clapperboard. Actual clapperboard. Which normally takes 2 hands to do. But yeah. Look at that, man. 30th of October 2024. That surprised me, that. That has surprised me. I didn't realise that was that long ago. That particular video, the 4 AM manifesto. Surprised me. Not me thing, I'm not whipping me thing out. Yes, the clapperboard. I whip my clapper out. Go to a foot of our stairs. Yeah, that didn't seem that long ago. That's well over a year ago now, isn't it? That's bizarre. Getting close to a year and a half ago since I made that video. Maybe I'm due a manifesto too. Who knows? Have my ideas on life changed? Maybe. I'll watch it back and see. Does anything else need to be added? Does anything need to be changed? Have I changed my mind on stuff? Because you can change your mind on things. It's one of the beauties of being human, isn't it? We get to change our minds occasionally. Speaking of what? Speaking of bears, sod it, there's only one left, Horace. Come on, may as well see him. I love Horace, he's boss.
A day without rain brings blessings to the spirits. Wet fur smells bad, man.
Wet fur does smell bad, man. Careful with the clapperboard if you're whipping your thing out, absolutely. Otherwise, it'd end up being a YouTube short, wouldn't it? You're having that one, Dave. You're having that one.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
YouTube short, you see. Yeah, gotta stay flexible. You have got to stay flexible. A concrete mind is a wasted mind. But you never know, I might just watch it back and think this is nailed it. I don't need anything else. But you never know, I might also think I need more. I need a second manifesto. Is it that big? I wish. It's only little, but there's 15 stone behind it. Plus, if I am that tall and I'm holding it up here somewhere, the clapperboard that is, no one in the right mind, no male in the right mind is holding a clapperboard below chest height. Not a chance. I said short. I know. A smidge. Short or a smidge under 3 minutes, aren't they? A smidge. Can't do it. I was thinking about that the other day. Thinking about this and that the other day. I think I know why these fuckwits have made a mistake every single time. It's because I'm so tall. I am so tall that these little gob-shaped people, whatever they call them, can't see above me head to see what height I actually am. So they're looking up and thinking, that looks about a smidge under 6'2". The last one even said to me, is that on the top of your head? I haven't got a fucking clue, love, I can't feel it. Oh, smidge over 6'2". They can't see. If I'm 6'4", genuinely 6'4", and these women that have seen me lately are, I don't know, one was about 5'2" and one must have been about 5'5" or something. How can they see above my head to see how high I am? They don't. It's full of shit. Just liars, that's all they are, liars. Liars! Ali, got to say good night. No worries, have a good week at work. No running. Tie your laces first, right? Ali's off like the Hoff. I am like a skyscraper to them. And I know it can't be 6'2", because that's not a massive height. And I used to scare people in the hospital when I stood up. You don't scare people when you stand up if all you are is 6'2". Fact. Oh, bloody hell, the height of you, yeah, I know. Unless gravity's got me down. Unless I'm shrinking because I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. Maybe that's what it is. Could be that, couldn't it? Could be that. Night, TC. Whenever I see TC, all I think of is either Top Cat or Tony Cotty. Similar kind of things, isn't it? Okay, TC. I'm like a skyscraper. The Irish nurse, I think, was the funniest one. Ah, Jesus, would you look at the length of him? And I looked up thinking, what on earth? What have I... No. Oh, she means how high I am, how tall I am, lying down. Would you look at the length of him? You're going to bed as well, Steve-o? Got a long week at work, have you? I haven't. I have, but I haven't. We're not home, are we? Everton are home this week. Let me just check quickly. Everton fixtures. When's the next game? It's United, isn't it? Manchester United. 23rd. So it's not this week, it's next week. Not Monday, next Monday. I reckon there's going to be absolute chaos at that game. I reckon there's going to be enough violence at that match to reach the front page of the newspapers. No es bueno, man. Toodles and indeed poodles. Definitely a difference in regionalisms, there is. Absolutely, 100%. Hoping some dry weather to lay some bricks. Oh, Steve-o, hat-trick. The hat-trick.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It's there. TC, you got from Gamers Chat, TC. It is warm. Feckin' roasting. That's the hat-trick, Steve-o. You are the hat-trick hero. Bon nuit. Have a good week at work next week, mate. Onwards and upwards. FA Cup win, here we come. That's a good cup of tea, that. It genuinely is a good cup of tea, that. I like it. Do you know what else I like? I like these nights getting a little bit lighter. Fairly soon, and I mean fairly soon, we're going to start doing sunset streams from the car, at least. In the Doggers car park. I can finish work at whatever time it is. Just drive down there and then set the camera up and we can go. Possibly not going to get out the car like we do during the summer, but you know, we can still do a stream from in the car, can't we? I could even have a camera on the magnetic thing that I've got that I can stick. I can do like a Starsky and Hutch, stick a camera out the car window, dink, off you go. Psychic jukebox doesn't look good for Everton. There's not a chance we're going to beat Man United. Not a chance. So yeah, very psychic. But yeah, we could do. Camera out the car on top of the roof, pointed towards the sun, overlooking the pier, watching it go down behind the pier. Fantastic. Some of the skies recently, now the weather's been changing a little bit, have started to look really good. So hopefully if that weather looks the way it is for next week at least, you never know. We might get a good sunset stream. And if the weather's all right, if it's 10 degrees, I don't mind getting out the car and sitting on the wall as well. Might have to wear gloves, but I don't mind it. Not quite as nice as during the summer. 20 odd degrees, wasn't it? 26 degrees. And it got to 11 o'clock at night and it was still like 23 or something. Brilliant. Still light at 10:30. What more do you want? Just being sat on the beach, watching the sun going down. Been some lovely glowing sunsets recently. It does look, it's starting to look that kind of, that time of year when it changes slightly. Where you don't just keep on getting the same bank of cloud constantly. There's enough days where you do get really nice looking sunsets. Some weird noises out there. There's a dog as well. I know there's a dog, but some really weird noises. Something squeaking. Yeah, I miss the sunset streams. Even the ones sat in the car, I still miss them as well. Just because it gets me out of the house. Even though I'm just sat in the car, just gets me out the house. It's different. The glowing orange and purple cloud is lovely. It is, I love that. If you get a good night where there's enough cloud that the light shines on it, but not too much cloud where you can't see the sun, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just a little bit of, yeah, something to be accented by the light as it drops below the horizon. Lovely purple, orange, pink. Dink, what do you call me? I do like it. I like it. I don't need to tweak curtains. Look at the camera feed. It's not so much to see, it's to hear what's going on. There's a noise going on out there. I can hear a dog barking, but I can hear something like a squeaky noise. I don't know. Is a dog trying to force itself upon a goose? Sure, I don't know. The various shades of blue in the sky. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Where is that thing? See, it's not great out there, but it's all right. But I can hear something in the background. That's all that was. Since I put that little camera there, I don't think anyone's kicked the front door in either. Don't know if they've mentioned. They might have come up the driveway, seen it, and thought, "Oh no. Don't want to get caught on camera, lad." And if that's the case, all the better. Don't need to be catching people doing stuff. Avoid them doing it in the first place. Prevent. There you go. Don't relent. Prevent. I'm here all week. Oh, holy shite. Cameras definitely be a preventative measure. And it's surprising. Even Ring door cameras, the doorbell, them cameras now. There's people just see them and think, I can't be arsed with this. Because they're so good as well. The quality of the cameras are absolutely fantastic that people just don't want to try it. That's why some folks use fake ones. Yeah, that's all you need. Make someone think twice, and by the time they've thought twice, the idea's gone, hasn't it? Yeah, the ones you can shout through, scare the porch pirates. Seen loads of those videos. Crazy, isn't it? There's a place round here, there's a house where I go on my walk, and I swear every couple of days there's a massive package outside waiting for them, and it's there for 3 or 4 days before they come home from wherever they're doing and take it in. Never ever gets taken. No idea how often that really happens other than commercials. I've seen loads on YouTube, or is it might be on Instagram Reels. Loads of people having stuff nicked, and then the people who are doing it, they set like booby traps for them. So as soon as they pick whatever package it is, there's an explosion, and there's either paint or cream or I don't know, manure or something everywhere. Caught on camera. There's AI Porch Pirate videos out recently of paint bomb things. Yeah. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind. I found somewhere, I'm sure I did, there's a claymore, a paint bomb claymore that you can buy. I definitely know there's a Nerf claymore. For those who don't know, it's a bomb thing that you plant in the ground, and you have to point it towards the side that you want to blow things up with. So if you walk past, you trigger it and off it goes. We wanted to get the Nerf ones for work, but the bosses found out and give us a real bollocking over it. You can get paint bomb ones though. I wouldn't mind that. Imagine turning up at someone's house and then suddenly getting paint bombed. A paint bomb claymore. I do that if I had like a massive house in grounds and stuff. I'd have loads of stuff like that. Just in case anyone decided to try and turn up at 3 o'clock in the morning and start robbing the place. Paintball claymores. Mad animals running round constantly. Be boss, wouldn't it? Imagine trying to rob a house, a stately home, and all of a sudden there'd be like, I don't know, peacocks and tigers and all kinds of mad shit running around. Jumping over a wall to be face to face with an emu. Boss, wouldn't it? Could use me confetti cannons. My what? Confetti cannon. We got confetti cannons. We could have them, couldn't we? You couldn't really go and rob someone's house, could you? If you're covered from head to toe in confetti. Especially that really sparkly, small sparkly stuff. Just, there's not a chance, is there? Glitter. Glitter, absolutely head to toe in glitter. No matter where you went to, someone would look at you and go, I remember what he looked like. He was a smidge under 6'2", covered in fucking glitter. Not many peacocks about if there's tigers. I didn't say both, I said and or maybe. Peacocks or tigers or emus. Sloth. Sloths everywhere. A lawn full of tortoises. 500 myrons. Saw a video where alpacas surrounded someone running from robbing a house. That's boss. Alpacas are really protective, aren't they? I didn't realise they understood, you know, the price of video cameras and what have you, but I like that. Donkeys, yeah, donkeys are really protective, aren't they? See them being pretty territorial. Donkeys, alpacas, and there's something else as well. Get thrown in with other animals because they won't take any shit off anyone or anything. Been looking at some alleged eco glitter. Quite like to send a letter full of eco glitter to somebody. In other news, can I have your address please, Nick? The Pause has llamas. We do have llamas. We do. We have a llama racing club, don't we? Some of the farm took in alpacas and the robber was cutting through the land. They surrounded him and made a disturbing noise until the farmer came out and called the police, the po-po. That's boss. I like that. Yeah, alpacas, don't they, aren't they putting with other animals in South America? So that mountain liony lynxes and stuff, wherever they are, lynxes or whatever are not really, they don't get an easy job getting whatever the farmers' animals are. I can't even fucking speak English today. It's mad. 1.7 miles and I'm just gone completely. Love that the internet keeps us all informed. It does. There's weird goings on all over the world. Now we get to know about them. And in a lot of cases, to see them happening. This was caught on camera. You wouldn't believe it. Except you would, because you're going to see it live now. Boss. Love all that. Sani. Hi in Indian language. Namaste. Namaste to you as well. What language am I speaking? It's obviously not English, is it? It's something close to English. Scouse, lad. Yeah, even if we are living in caves, we still need alpacas. How's things, Sani? You okay? We could live in caves. We would still need alpacas. We still need fire. And we'd still need Wi-Fi, obviously. Where am I from? I am from Liverpool, in England, where the Beatles come from. I don't know any of the Beatles, but that's where I'm from. And how am I? I'm fantastic. How are you doing today? Is life treating you well? I think we still have phones in caves, but alpacas, yeah, let's have it all. Let's aim for the stars, Sam, let's aim for the stars. Phones, fire, alpacas, widescreen TV if you so wish. Are you from Kolkata? Very nice. Big Knight Riders fan? Isn't that who Joss Butler plays for? KKR? Sure it was, wasn't it? I've watched the IPL for a while though. Yeah, let's have it all. I want a cave with a nice fire. Phones that work. I want a chalkboard as well. Or a whiteboard and pens. Just in case. No, it'd be the modern equivalent of cave painting. Rather than all over the actual wall with paint. A whiteboard and a dry white marker. That'd be great. Might not have great phone signal in the cave. You might not do. You never know. Use edible glitter. It should be available in the cake aisle at Big Fat Tesco. It does have it, I'm sure it does. Again, at Kolkata, see, we do know these things. Despite the fact that it was us that started calling places the wrong names. Yeah. Because apparently the English must have thought, we can't say Mumbai, but we can say Bombay. Can't say Kolkata, but we can say Calcutta. If you can say one, you can say the other. Stupid. Good that it's going back to the way it was. Smartphones open up the world to internet access. It's opened the world to everything. It's amazing what you can find out just within seconds. You know yourself with all the tabs that you have open. If anyone says something to you that you don't understand, just within seconds you're on there. You can find out what it is. And now with the phones that you have with the circle to search, just take a picture of something, circle it, and it automatically tells you what it is. I love all that. You can vouch for that in Ireland, yeah. Derry/London Derry. That's a bit more loaded, that one though, isn't it, at the moment? It's fucking mad. Yeah, some of the anglicised versions of Irish names and Irish place names is ridiculous. It loses all the poetry. Ireland obviously is quite famous for how poetic the language is. Even the place names, once you start taking away and anglicising it, just it's horrible, horrible. I like the fact that the Welsh are taking back some of their places. Snowdon is now Irwyddfa, of course. The Brecon Beacons, Banai Brachiniach. We need to learn how to say these things. It doesn't take much, does it, to learn how to say someone's name, or the name of a country, the name of a city, the name of a mountain, the name of a area of outstanding natural beauty. It doesn't take much, does it? Would want more craziness? You've had enough, absolutely. Although, to be fair, if the whole world left Ireland alone, it'd still be pretty crazy. That's just the people. There's a great spirit to the Irish. The spirit, the slight lunacy, I like that. Just finding humour in the everyday as well. Again, coming from Liverpool, we have a similar kind of thing, because we have similar ancestors. Ancestors. Same kind of thing. Finding the humour in everything. Finding the poetry in everything. You learn to wipe your back with your hands by now. We have, but we use paper instead. There's a mountain called the Devil's Mother. The real name in Irish translates to the Devil's Testicles. See, that's better. The Devil's Mother just sounds, doesn't sound dangerous enough. The Devil's Testicles, on the other hand, that sounds dangerous. Don't climb the Devil's Testicles without using full weather protective gear. It's a mountain with 2 peaks. There you go. Los Huevos del Diablo. Oh my, indeed. Oh my, indeed. Sure, have you ever been up the Devil's Testicles? Very protective gear. Very protective. And a slab of Kendal mint cake to make sure you've got enough energy to get back down as well. You've got to watch your helmet. Oh my, you make me smile. Yeah, maybe avoid that nook and cranny of the UK. That is Ireland, though. It's not the UK, so you might be all right going there. We've got loads of weird places. When you come over, there are some places you need to go and check out. Bell End. Watch out there. There's a place called Twat as well, obviously, isn't there? There's some really dodgy names of places. You are distracted. You were tabinating about Kolkata. That is not just a tab. If you start looking into the whole Indian Raj, the way the Brits affected the whole of the subcontinent, you could be there for the rest of your life. It's unbelievable. The Koh-i-Noor is not yours. Keep it safe. We keep everything safe, don't we? Never seem to hand anything back. We always keep it safe. James Acaster does a really good stand-up bit about that. It's yours, we're keeping it safe for you. You can come and see it anytime you want. Is that not the worst thing in the world? Going to a museum in the UK to see something that you actually own and it's behind glass, so you can't even get at it. Yes, we're famous to Brits. Go around the world just taking stuff. There's another place that's called Arse to the Wind in English. Fucking hell, man. I love Ireland. It's boss, isn't it? You gotta have that divil to you. There's not enough divil in the UK. We need more of it. More poetry to the language and more divil to the soul. Sign me up. I'm gonna have to get over there at some point. We are thieves, absolutely 100%. We are thieves. The entire world we've gone over. We owned a quarter of the entire globe at one point. Considering we're a country that big on a globe, we owned a quarter of it. It's ridiculous. Turn up with a few people with rifles and a flag. Thank you, we now own all this. And it doesn't work. Empire never works. The British Empire crumbled. The Roman Empire crumbled. The next one will be the US Empire to crumble. You only reach a certain point, a certain tipping point, and the rest of the world says no, at which point you're back down to being normal. Lessons to be learned. Tandragee, there's a road race there. What's Tandra? Because sure, I know what a fecking gee is. Irish racing, motorbikes, Irish motorbike racing, I reckon would be absolutely insane. I've seen rallies, Irish rallies, in cars, 1980s cars, held together with string and stuff, going sideways at 120 mile an hour, round roundabouts, jumping over hedges. Fecking mental. I can imagine why some wanted DJT, because it might bring end times. You never know. But we've all been there. The Ottoman Empire, the Dutch, the Spanish, we all had empires. The Brits, probably bigger than most. And it all crumbles. You reach a certain point. I mean, the US, as big as it is, can't run the entire world. If 8 billion people decide to say no, there's not much you can do about it. And that's something you find out just that little bit too late. Tundra Gaith, Tandragee, Arse's Tun in Irish. So we are literally ever arse. It speaks volumes, doesn't it, Everton? Once upon a time you had loads of gold and gemstones. You did, we don't not anymore. No, thank you, I'll have that. We used to go all around the world doing it. What do you have lots of? Do you have lots of oil? We'll take that. Gold, silver, we'll have that. Rubies, we'll have that. Tea, oh yeah, we'll take all that. Spices, we'll take all them off here as well. And then we'll teach you how to play cricket. There you go. And then for years, you beat us at it constantly. That's it, isn't it? We gave you cricket, you gave us the world. Not really fair, is it? Don't trust the Brits. Never trust the Brits. Trust me. Yeah, I've got to come to Ireland, man. Every time I watch a video of someone going over there, just, man. All the gear went over there recently. Flew over. I think he flew to Galway. And picked up the cheapest hire car he could find. Just drove down the Atlantic Highway. The Wild Atlantic Way. They loved it. Nail down the valuables when the colonisers are around, absolutely. Yeah, the world possibly would not have developed without all the colonising, whether it was the Romans, the Ottomans, the Greeks, the Brits. We did push things forward, but at the same time, we sort of, yeah, things expanded and moved forward, and for a lot of people, went backwards. If expansion war was not a driving force since the early ape times, it is. It needed something. Coming over peacefully, of course. You're living in the middle of the Wild Atlantic Way. How boss is that, man? If we could have shed the violence of our earlier ape ancestors. It's yeah, we can't. It's within us. It's coded within our DNA. Men especially. I don't think we can get away from that. I think there's so much within our DNA which is exactly the same as it was from our common ancestor way back when. Which is why when you see a fella who's not been as faithful to his wife as possible, he's an animal, he's an absolute animal. Well, yeah. Males are coded by DNA to go and spread the seed. Not to think, go and spread your seed. It's only afterwards you suddenly think, oh, okay, no. As a species, we are trying to break that code, I'm sure we are, but for some people who are tied closer to their earlier ancestors, they're incapable of breaking that chain, I think. The only thing that changed is technology. Bigger guns. We stole everything. Everywhere we went, we've stolen stuff. Whether it's in India, Africa, we went to Africa and just stole everything we could. Anything that was shiny, we'll have that, thank you. At the Far East, rare earth minerals and spices. And then, like idiots, we discovered a huge island paradise in the South Pacific. And instead of sending all our best over there, we just sent all the criminals, made it a criminal colony. So now everyone whose relatives were bad earlier on in their lives are living in paradise. And they call us pommies, because we are the prisoners of Mother England. 100% true. Technology advanced far quicker than the brains did. And we need to be really careful. Definitely need to catch up before we destroy ourselves, or before we allow our technology to destroy us. If AI starts thinking for itself, you never know. I mean, it can't, can it? Obviously it can't, but, you know, we are on the cusp of ruining things yet again. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. Just be nice. Just be cool. And don't rely on technology. Technology is great, but you don't need to rely on it constantly. A pen and paper is fantastic, isn't it? Instead of sending people text messages or emails all the time, write a letter. How nice is it to receive a letter? How nice is it to receive anything? Physical, tangible. Birthday cards, Christmas cards, anything like that. And it's the same with letters. If you've got a friend who lives miles away, just send them the occasional letter. Even if you text them as well, just send them a letter now and then. In as nice as handwriting as you can possibly manage. There you go. It's currently 85 seconds to midnight on the doomsday clock. Is there enough time to show Jeff again if that's the case? First powered flight was in 1903. First non-stop transatlantic flight in 1919. That's insane, isn't it? Landed 15 miles from you. Moon in the 60s. Just that, 1903 to 1919. From first powered flight to going across the Atlantic in that short a time. 16 years, man. And then the moon in 1960. 57 years to go from first flight to the moon. Or around the round moon. It's ridiculous, man. It does feel closer. Yeah, not in our hands to give it back, unfortunately. Has the clock ever gone backwards in recent times? I don't think it has. You've just reached level 1.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It is there. Yes, Sanny, we know all this, mate. We know all this. It's not proud. I'm not proud of being British anyway. I'll quite happily say I'm European. But it was people before my birth who did all this. So at some point, hopefully, we'll give everything back to the people where we nicked it from. Hopefully. And then we can travel to go and see the Koh-i-Noor in India rather than going to bloody London or whatever it is. I'd rather travel there to see it. Definitely. Yeah, we're quite switched on this channel, to be honest with you. quite intelligent people who know what's happened in history, and also we're fairly alright. No one's shocked or scandalised. Find some blokes flying the St George's Cross, exactly. You will not see that here, apart from the fact that there is one there. But there's also an Indian flag. See? India is being represented behind us. All behaving in there. 6,000 people over on Twitch. There's not 6,000 people over on Twitch. Yeah, they're all doing great over there. Twitch is being well behaved. Should we raid someone later? We could, couldn't we? I had to read that twice. Was it all or Ali behaving over there? Some stuff's going back. Some of the Egyptian stuff's going back. They were talking about the Elgin marbles going back, weren't they? We're giving stuff back, and we get our gold back too. What else do we need back? What else do you need in Wales? Copper, slate, tin. Slate, fucking hell, man. Anywhere that's got a decent slate roof in the world, it's Welsh. To be fair though, you did sell that, so. Do you know the Elgin marbles aren't little balls? What do you call me? Yes, I did. But unfortunately, it took me until I was about 6'4" until I realised what they actually were. I thought maybe they were called the Elgin marbles because they looked like marbles. Whatever they were round in shape. No. Richie was talking about some kind of reservoir people used to live in before England needed. Yeah. Unfortunately, with that one, Sam, there was an entire Welsh town which was flooded to provide drinking water for the city of Liverpool. Which is horrific, really, isn't it? And isn't it possibly not now, but you used to be able to see. If we had a drought, you could see some of the buildings still below the water. They stole everything. Living most struggling life, your backbones are stolen. India's a very rich country at the moment, though. So it's not just the Brits who've stolen from you. It's also your own people. People are making money on your back, and you're seeing none of it. Again, this happens all around the world. Some incredibly rich people, there's billionaires, and they are using and exploiting people to make their money. A few different villages and towns around the UK was flooded because of reservoirs. Yeah, there's definitely one up in Scotland as well. Again, where if there's a drought, all of a sudden you can see an entire sort of town laid out in front of you. I'm sure there's one in Wales where you can see the same thing. Or maybe it's just a few buildings, but you can see there was definitely life there before it became a reservoir. Wales, of course, is the perfect place for reservoirs because it rains a hell of a lot. There's loads of waterfalls, so water can be moved around to places. Cofiwch, Drewerin. Church steeples are the first thing to show in drought. That's it, isn't it? They were normally the highest part of the village or town, weren't they? Remember Drewerin. As the famous graffiti goes. It's horrible, isn't it? Being lumped in with the fuckers who do all the stuff. And when you're trying to say to people, it wasn't me who did it. Yeah, but you're part of it. No. I remember living in the Netherlands in 1985. We moved back to England and I think it was late May 1985. Of course, the European Cup happened before that in Heysel. And I went to school the day after and there's people coming up to me saying thanks for 30 odd deaths. What the fuck's this got to do with me? You're English, aren't you? In fact, you're from Liverpool, aren't you? Well, yeah. All my family are Evertonians. And my dad plays for your club. I wasn't there. I'm 12. So it wasn't nice. Came back to England very, very soon after that. Thought, that's shit. It had nothing to do with me. You were 5 months old. Jeez, man. I almost had a beard at that point. Second thing is, in that time, they divided India and Pakistan. We've done horrible things like that. We caused all the issues there by doing that. We caused the issues in the Middle East by handing over so much of Palestine to Israel. Well, everywhere we've gone, we've caused trouble. Just someone's got a pen and paper out, there you go. That side's yours, that side's yours. Get on with it. It's horrific, isn't it? No respect or regard for anyone or anything for nature. Yeah. You've seen the plans for the carbon capture in the cement factories of Peak District. And the pipeline, what? Taking CO2 up through the Oblong of Dreams and out into the Irish Sea. What? Can we not just, I don't know, cut down CO2 for a start? Plant a load of bloody trees, peat bogs, anything that actually takes in CO2. If we rewilded the whole of North Scotland, would that not just be beneficial to the UK if nothing else? What the fucking hell, man? Mad, aren't we? Yeah, and now the descendants of the murderers think no indigenous persons from the rest of America should come in. They're fucking mad. They are mad. And then we're bringing kids into this world. I say kids, my daughter's almost 20, so not exactly a kid, but think to yourself at times, don't you? If I had a choice, would I actually bring her into this world? I would, obviously, but you know, just like, what are we bringing kids into? It's getting worse all the time. Moon's gone again. Bloody moon went bloody moon. Some of the Irish rainforest and rewilding and rewinding is fascinating. It's overthrow the monarchy and rewild Scotland. Rewilding is fantastic. The rewinding as well, that's another one. The rewilding obviously is planting loads of trees, loads more animals, indigenous animals, so wolves in Scotland and things like that. The rewinding as well is, there's lots of rivers in this country that used to wind around, which stopped if there was any kind of flooding or heavy rains. By the time the water got to where it was going to go to, it had slowed down. Whereas they made them into all straight lines, and if it's heavy rain, that just flies into whatever town or city it is. Carlisle is awful for it for flooding, all because we unwound the rivers heading towards it. So they're talking about rewinding, putting the rivers back the way they used to be. We need to have it that way. Big reason as to why you and Mrs. Tom are without children. Do you know what? It's horrible missing out on it, but I completely understand why people don't. Why would you want them growing up in a place where human life is not even, I was going to say not cherished, it's not even taken as something important. Barely any forest left, maybe 1 or 2%. You would think, right, basically, the whole of Scotland, quite a bit of Ireland, quite a bit of Wales, quite a bit of Northern England, at least, should be dense forest. We should be part of the tiger that goes around the whole of the north part of the globe. It just gets to us and it stops, like a bald patch. It's ridiculous. Bit heavy for, 20 to 11 on Sunday night. You worry about the future, I'm not surprised. 1 or 2% of the land is forested. That definitely needs to improve. Rewild Glasgow. Glasgow is fucking wild enough as it is. Right, again you beg for a second season of Sandy's Wood. Sam wants to see Sandy's Wood. Oh, sorry. It's sure, stuff like that needs to be done, man. What's left of it is beautiful. Definitely, it's part of nature. This is how our country is supposed to look. It's not supposed to be bare. There's no need for it to be bare. If you go to a centre parks, that's what it's supposed to look like. The whole fucking country's supposed to look like that. Go to Scandinavia. The UK is supposed to look like Scandinavia. London should be reforested. I agree with that. They've got plenty of parks, but they need more. More trees. More trees. In the US, you desperately need to re-savanna and re-prairie. Definitely. Yeah, in many areas, you need more native grasses to return. There's not more trees. It's whatever is actually suitable for the place that you're in. Where we are, we should have a proper old school forest, like you've got in Scandinavia, like you've got in Canada. Those type of forests should be all over the northern part of these isles. We definitely need that. Horses for courses, man. We need loads more green. A lot of pine plantation as well. Probably half the forest are pine. Just, yeah, we need a lot more. You're probably looking at rowan, aren't you? Mountain ash, that kind of stuff. Needs to be more of that in the north. Put the world back the way it's supposed to be, or at least do as much as we can. Loads more forests. Loads of wild flowers everywhere. It's not too late. Greens lay on the dookie. Yeah, loads of green, man. Or, yeah, are you a basket case for thinking we can do this? I think we can do this. Make the world a better place. For you and me. Companies planting only trees for harvest. It definitely doesn't help. Plant them, cut them down, replant, cut them down. Doesn't do anything. You're not helping out the nature. Does it bring back the animals? Does it bring back the actual balance of life that was there? No point in planting it then. Yeah, shouldn't count as tree planting, it isn't. The ecosystem has got to be, yeah, from start to finish, what should be in this environment? What can we do to bring it back? How can we then allow the ecosystem to run itself? Because we need to at the moment. We need to jump in. As I said, the north of Scotland, in fact most of Scotland, is bare. It shouldn't be bare. There should be trees absolutely everywhere, and there isn't. We can plant them. They've got to be the right trees. What brings in the right animals? What can then look after itself? What is self-sustaining? What forests can look after themselves? What animals are needed? Do we bring in wolves? We should do. Wrong plant, wrong place instead of right plant, right place. Yeah, for them, not us. It's always the same, innit? When the pines cut, it looks so crap and rough. And when the trees are growing, they're almost dead zones. Trees are so packed in. It's horrible, isn't it? It's nothing about nature. It's just all about profit. How can we make money out of it? Or, if you own the forest, how can we make IKEA furniture out of it? Fucking horrible, man. And then watching the Amazon getting cut down bit by bit so they can plant, what is it, palm nut, whatever it is. Just fucking palm oil. Horrible. You appeal for folks to watch the Nature's Rain channel. He's cool, also apparently autistic. You have told me that before, haven't you? I'm sure didn't I subscribe live on channel? I think I have, haven't I? Sure I have. Or did I do it on one of the other phones? Given that I've got about 700 channels. Sure I have. More than likely you have. I'm sure you have. I'll check that again. I might be subbed on another channel, or another account. I have many accounts. Not just me and Jeff. Got too many subscriptions. That's mad, isn't it? But have you switched on notifications? It doesn't matter if you switch them on at the moment, because you don't get notified of anything. Because YouTube thinks it knows better than you. We know what you want to watch. No, I want to watch this person's channel. Yeah, but you don't really. What you want to watch is this. No, but I want to watch his channel. Loads of stuff happens and you don't get notifications about them. No, because you don't want to watch that. We know what you want. The algorithm will tell you what you want. What you really, really want. So tell me what I want, what I really, really want. It's horrific. But on the plus side, nah. Don't matter, don't matter. Oh, my bloody back. Oh, man. Yeah, if you had notifications switched on for everything, your phone would never, literally never stop. You can't, can you? Watch what you can when you can. I'm like that myself as well. Try and have like a handful of people that I try and watch everything if I possibly can. And if I can't, because I've got more than one phone, obviously, I'll watch, or I'll just stick it on in the background and let it run so someone gets the watch times at least. But it's hard. It's hard, man. And this is someone who watches YouTube for hour after hour after hour every day. Try and fit everyone in if I can. Yeah, should be tiers available for subs and notifications, definitely. And you should choose. This person I need to see the notifications from. No messing around, I need to. And then, well, if they bring something out and you think I like it, let me know. But apart from that, yes, maybe. Rag status, red, orange, red, amber, green, definitely. You want to see it in a circle? Hang on. Sam wants to see her in a circle. You go and get the mirror. Go on. We'll wait for you. I know what you mean, though. There should be that. If you're on Twitter or Blue Sky or any of these places, you can get an inner circle map, can't you? Which shows you who are the people you interact with the most, and then these are the people. You should get that on YouTube as well. And then you can drag people into it. I want these to be within my circle of influence. Yeah, exactly, yeah. 100, 75% or 10%. If it's 100, doesn't matter what they bring out, I need to see it. I wonder, can we put that forward as an idea? Might be able to. There's like an email thing you can email to, isn't there? YouTube creators for suggestions. Facebook had something like that, yeah. Friends versus acquaintances. Which in my case would be, show me all the acquaintances, none of the friends. I don't know, the likes of Ali or Mandy manage all of their modding and watching. It's got to be. You'd be happy if you only got notifications for live streams. That should be something you set up then, shouldn't it? That should be, I only want to get notified if one of my peeps is going live. Not if someone's putting up the 27th short of the day. Unless I'm on, you can't locate yourself in the week. I'm pretty much the same myself. I rely on this to know what I'm doing next. What am I doing the next 2 days? Have I jeffed? Have I harassed? Have I kippered? Yes, okay. Then I know what I'm doing for 2 days. Mods, yeah, mods should definitely have that option. Only live notifications. Because you don't really, well, you can mod comments and stuff like that under normal videos, but it's needed basically for live streams, isn't it? You need to be there to volley people out. Yes, if there's me plus car stream, then check everything result, and if lost, tune in on all devices, all of them. Where are the YouTube reps needing to listen to us on how to run the place? There are email addresses you can send to. The best thing you can ever do, unfortunately, is the Twitter YouTube creators account, and that requires having a Twitter/X account to do it. That's run by human beings. Everything else is AI. So if you speak to them over there, they're quite happy to do stuff, man. Yeah, Sam plus speech is detected and or Romeo cited. Tune in on all devices. Yeah. If this then that. That's what it is, isn't it? If this then that. This plus this plus this. Do all of that. I've not been there for years. I haven't myself. I have kept one account open. I don't go on there. I don't post on there. I don't go on there to read anything. It's literally just if I have a problem with my YouTube account, I want somewhere where I can quickly jump on, get in contact with a human being. That's it. Otherwise, I've deleted my main account over there. My account that had thousands of followers, where I did most of my best work, gone. Because it's run by an absolute psycho. But it's literally the only place where you can talk to a human being. If you get hacked, it's like, and you try and get your channel unhacked, or you try and get your channel remonetized, you'll send in an appeal, and within 5 seconds you get a reply saying appeal denied. I said, well, it's obviously not a human being who's seen this. 5 seconds, AI, no, bin. Why have they not set up on Blue Sky? Probably in with Elon, aren't they? But the Twitter account's definitely run by human beings. So if you send them a message, I have been hacked, can you sort this out? Okay, what's your channel name? DM us, do this, do that. Normally it's done fairly quickly. If they got a Blue Sky account, I'd be more than happy just to completely wipe Twitter off the face of the planet. Don't know how some people can keep up with all the modding. It's mad, isn't it? You're a mod on 2 channels and that's more than enough. Especially if the people that you're modding for stream on a regular basis. If you're with someone who streams on a daily basis, absolute nightmare. And there are people who are on every single day. If you're having to mod that, it takes a lot of time, man. Which is why when you have got mods, be thankful. Thank you, mods. We are the mods, we are the mods, we are the mods. After the second channel, there's no way you could add anyone. Yeah, this community is sound. Overlaps are rare. It is. We do have a good community. People know what they're doing. You have blue elsewhere, but modding per se not really required. That's the thing, isn't it? If it's somewhere where if you need to step in, you can do, but not normally needed. That's not too bad. Some channels I've seen where it's just constant, permanent mods are in there dealing with people. I really couldn't do that. Some of Vic's lives early on, they were a bit like that. Just random people dropping in, being horrible. Ding, ding, ding. You go, you go, you go. 2 hours of that. Fucking knackered after it. Fair play to modders, yeah. Doing a very good job. Sometimes very, very, very vital. When you rub the belly. Now that you've done that, I can see the back of your knees. Huge channels are almost not modded at all. So fast there's no point. Exactly, yeah. Or they'll have mods in there just to drop links in and stuff like that. Yeah, before you even had a chance to read something, 1,000 messages have flown by. Vertical streaming is definitely more of a pain to sort. Because people just scroll through and there it is. I'll quickly be horrible and then disappear. It takes a while to actually go to a horizontal live stream. Yeah, not even with 10 mods. You can't. You can't even see. As you say, it's going through so quickly. The messages are just... It's like the Matrix, isn't it? That just letters. Must be mad, that. No idea how some of the big aviation channels... They should give it a try, though. Yeah, there is some mad stuff goes on those aviation channels. And I know for the person who's doing it, the camera dude who's talking and stuff, it's hard to keep an eye on what you're doing because you're constantly following planes, but mad. Yeah, you have got to count on YouTube holding plus bot if you've got one set up that way. You can do it that way. You can set up a list of banned words. So if you're seeing a lot of the similar kind of things crop up and you don't want them cropping up, ban the words or ban phrases, whatever it is. Sick of seeing that. Sick of them saying the same thing. So yeah, if you want to try and send a message that's got that word in, find another way of doing it because it's not coming through. On one of the channels that you blew, you will hold regulars like a caught up in a Nightbot violation. Ban words is definitely a blinking good idea. Blinking good idea. A snowflake good idea. Are they snowflakes? Do you call me? Don't even bother with the big live. Yeah, more than 50 people in there. It's a waste of time commenting. You will not even see. Oh, unhide a message. Yep. It's easily done as well, isn't it? You can get caught up with the bots. Easily. But yeah, there's a few... I've got a few hidden... A few banned words that I don't really want to see in there. So... you read unhide as if you were singing rawhide. Head 'em in, unhide. Unhide. Let creator know someone was inappropriately timed. I've seen you do that on Vic's channel, actually. Has Vic still got a shitload of young mods on there? Testing the list. Are you checking it twice? Trying to find out who's naughty and nice. You can see and add blocked words on horizontal but not vertical. Have you been visited by Ali the AI or Ali the Al? What? There's only one Ali. Ah, right, she goes around trying to market herself as help. Oh, yeah. That Ali, not our Ali. I remember that, yeah. Nobody visits me. Nobody visits me. Got to add Jacob's cream crackers to your shopping list. Have you not got them in the cupboard? We've always got Jacob's cream crackers in here. Oh, what was I watching the other day? Oh, I can't think what I was watching. It was something fucking hilarious as well. Maybe someone actually employed by YouTube that is a side project. Or someone wants to be integrated into YouTube. She goes everywhere and helps. No es bueno, man. Oh, what was it? I was watching something the other day and I'm pissing myself laughing. Someone said, was it his mum? His mum made me, my mum made me a cheese board. But just dirtily triangles because it was only 9. I can't remember the setup to the joke. It was fucking hilarious, man. It's basically tartan. Small profits, man. Small profits. What a show. What a show. Aggressively markets her services for creating member-only emojis or volunteer to make background. Oh, yeah. Yes and no. I do know who you mean. Not been here, but we had someone similar on Twitch. I can do this for you, I can do that for you. So have you not seen this stream? There's all kinds of stuff on this stream, and it's all done by, well, I was going to say 2 people, 1.5 people. Mandy and I do a little bit as well. Don't need you, but you're nice, aren't you? You're being Brit. You're nice. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that later. Yeah, we did have to Twitch her. Let me put you in a picture. She's supposed to be a hybrid of human and AI mix. We have a Mandy. Everyone needs a Mandy. There's only one Mandy though. Thank fuck there's only one Mandy. I'm only joking. You are 100% real. Well, no. I'd say 75% real. 38% surreal. Yeah. We are very appreciative. Plus, can you imagine trying to have a conversation with someone? You want me to do on-screen assets for you? Okay, yeah. What would you like? I'd like 2 bears playing rugby. You'd like fucking what? Yeah. No. Yeah, AI would say that, wouldn't he? My Indy. Oh, my Indy. Now, I can confirm Mandy is real and makes a good cup of tea as well. Still hot. Are you real? I can confirm. And then for the vice versa, I can confirm Mandy is real. She can confirm I'm 6'4". There you go. Like a Mexican standoff. You imagine Vic might be able to as well. Confirm Mandy is real, definitely. But then is Vic also AI and they're in it together? Just saying. They're not actually family, they're part of the same node tree. Just saying. Yeah, you can't confirm I'm 6'4". Because you can't see that high, that's why. Yeah, there you go. Although you could, because you're on the steps. You were on the steps, so you can verify. We saw eye to eye. It's Matrix. You are way ahead of me. Is Vic 6'4"? I think maybe she's 6'7". Or is that just a meme coming? What did she say she was? Wasn't there an argument about that as well? About Vic's height? Wasn't she saying she was 5'8"? Someone said she was 5'6". Turns out she's 5'7". Or am I remembering things wrong? Thomas is singing Deep Purple songs now. Hush, hush, thought I heard you call a man name now. Yeah, 5'6". Right, she thought she was 5'8". You think she's 5'6". Didn't they split the difference? And she says she's 5'7" now. So she's a smidge under 5'7". Fucking heights, man. It's all about the heights. So you can't tell either, can you? Just because... Well, she's not on screen, obviously. But even when she is, the dogs are all... Jack's massive, so she could look tiny compared to Jack. But Jack's like a horse. Don't suppose you can tell with me either. If I'm just walking around on Ainsdale Beach, there's no frame of reference whatsoever, is there? Just me with the camera, talking shit. Could be anything. Gigant. Oh, goodness gracious me. But here's a horse. The size of a horse, Jack. He's massive. He looked bigger the other day as well when she jumped on the stream. He suddenly looked even bigger. And she was saying that he's gained more brain cells, so he's behaving himself at doggy class. Doggy class isn't what you think it is. And mum's 5'4", you're 5'5", she's 5'6", and her sister's 5'7". That would make a very, very satisfying curve. Not even a curve, it's just a straight line. Diagonal. You could possibly do a very, very close I look up to her and I look down on her kind of thing, couldn't you? True story. It's very, very orderly. Just, if you needed to draw a line anywhere, just right above your heads. None of this stuff all over the place. Not like in our house. Rats the size of badgers and dogs the size of horses. The world's gone mad. That's how you remember. Just, there's a line from there to there. You remember by the inch. Good stuff, man. That's starting to sound stormy out there now. The actual window's closed and it's still starting to sound stormy. Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Can't fucking speak. I can't speak. Yo, bottleless get. Ain't nothing going on but the rent, child. No, bugger all at the moment. In fact. Where are you? Are you in the area? That's live. And you can see it's live because of the time. Fucking thing there. There's near geese. The front is rattling with the wind now. Yeah, it must be where it's coming from. It's definitely getting a little bit more and windy. The geese were here the other day heading north. I don't know why. It's still cold. The front door, yes, not the front. Two different things. If your front's getting rattled, lucky you. Anyway, dancing shoes, come on. Get these dancing shoes on. Where's my other stuff? Other. Oh, we had Steve-O to show as well. We'll have to show Steve-O on Wednesday. I knew there was something. Bollocks. It's confusing to be a migrating animal. It really is. You suggested that I start a new channel, Bears Paws TV, for community submissions. I can do that. Because I have got a Steve-O video, which I should have showed tonight. Commercial. Oh my God, there's a midstream advert. Where? What? How? What? Have I pressed a button? Have I pressed the wrong thing? Have I pressed it? I have. Oh, fucking haven't, have I? Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Right, anyway, dancing shoes on, come on. Dancing shoes.
Another great night here at the Bears Paws.
And that's that.